Hello, lovely FaceTime friends. It's Suzanne Harmony from Harmony Helps. And I'd like to share with you today the opportunity for journeying and discovery and ask you, what have you discovered lately in your own backyard? In your own backyard. I had the opportunity recently to listen to the whispers of my heart rather than follow the echo of my ego, pushing me to somewhere that my heart knew I wasn't supposed to go. So I'm really, really happy that I did listen to the whispers of my heart, because it brought me to somewhere wonderful that I really had no intention of going there. And I'm so happy to share with you where I landed and what I discovered. And hopefully you too will discover wonderful things in your own backyard and excavate the layers of your soul like I did, because unexpectedly that's what I experienced. And I hope my journey will help you get there too, because it's summertime, and like the seasons where we have in Canada, thank God, we have seasons in our lifetime, and I think seasons every year and seasons in our life journey. And what a journey we have with all that's happening all the time, especially in this gift of shift that the pandemic is proving to be. And so I'm going to hopefully help you work your way through it. Not in the roundabout way, we did that. This is listening to the whispers of your heart. Take opportunity to do that. Hopefully you can do that now. So what happened? So as I was barreling down a highway, focusing on the storm in my head, and then the whispers of my heart kept saying, go here instead. And that, that little war that goes on between your brain and your heart. Well, my heart won, and I'm so glad. So where did I end up? Well, I ended up at Circling Hawks in Burk's Falls, Ontario. You've got to go there. Circling Hawks Center. Wow. And I didn't go into the store, the merchandising center part of it first. The fairy garden was open, and wow, what a wonderful place. And if you know me, you'll know that I'm the person who talks about angels, talks about spirits, talks about guides. I do love the fairies too, and the gnome world and all of that too. So the fairies drew me into this garden, and it had never really been open other times that I had gone there. And I'm so grateful that I followed again the whispers of my heart, and the sunshine and the warmth. Oh my gosh. It beckoned me, and as I stepped into the very first part of the garden, there was an incredible chair created out of metal, piping, kind of, sort of, but it was in the shape of a butterfly. I love butterflies, and wow, I just melted into this chair. And as I sat there, enveloped in this white metal chair that didn't even feel like metal, it felt like a cloud, because it just held me and my sorrowful soul. I looked up, and there was a peace pole. I had never in my life seen a peace pole, and I'm going to read to you the very specific meaning of a peace pole, because I didn't know what that was there for. I didn't even know that they existed. And there are over 300,000 of these on our planet, and they're so beautiful. So here's the beauty of knowledge is powerful, but it's also empowering, because that there are over 300,000 of these on our globe, on our planet. This is the power of a peace pole. So a peace pole is an internationally recognized symbol of the entire human family standing vigil in silent prayer for peace. There are more than 300,000 peace poles worldwide, gracing every continent. Peace poles have been dedicated by the Dalai Lama, Mother Teresa, and Deepak Chopra. There are peace poles on the Allenby Bridge between Israel and Jordan, at the War Museum in Vietnam, at Robben Island in South Africa, where Nelson Mandela was imprisoned, and thousands more at schools, synagogues, mosques, and temples around the world, and also as circling hawks in Burk's Falls, Ontario, Canada. And you know what? You're invited to leave a stone, a pinch of tobacco, or any other fitting offering at the base of the peace pole, and your thoughts and prayers, and to pray for peace and respect. May peace prevail on earth. Just imagine. Well, you know what I left there? I left a puddle of tears and my prayers for peace in my heart and soul, and to heal all of humanity and the wounds and the brokenness of people and whatever we're all going through at this time, at this very challenging time, and maybe very healing time. It is healing. It's healing to mend our brokenness and to send out peace and to accept not knowing where we're going and accept change. Accept a change. Accept the whispers of your heart. Let go the ego. Let go the target that you were after. Let that be a God job. It's too big for you to handle if you don't know what the purpose is and you don't know your why. If you can't understand why it hasn't been fixed yet, it's not for you to fix. The only thing you can fix is yourself, and find peace in that. And listen to the whispers of your heart. And look where I found myself, in front of a peace pole. I offered up my hurt. I offered up my brokenness. Hi, beautiful Patty. And I did. I found peace in that. And I offered up my tears and my brokenness. And wow, it was so healing. And, you know, there was traffic going by, and it only emphasized the power of that prayer that I offered up. And the prayers for peace and world peace, but also my own internal peace. And the thankfulness that I had that I went there instead of where I was headed. And man, it was so good. And then I stood up and I followed into that beautiful fairy garden, which is so beautifully done, with the little fairies and the beautiful way that it was so beautifully decorated and so green, and the blue sky and the sunshine. And as I walked through, I was greeted by more beautiful miracles. There was a beautiful water fountain. And the water was so cleansing, it was though it was like needed to refresh me. And just to sit there in the shade, all of a sudden there was shade and there was water and it trickled. And it was so refreshing, and to sit there and meditate with the sound of water cleansing my soul. So beautiful. And I was all by myself. That in itself was a miracle, because other people were coming, and it's as though they were blind to this beautiful fairy garden. And all that was there just for me, as I listened to the whispers of my heart. And as I got up and I journeyed through, there was more to explore. And there was this beautiful standing Buddha. I had never seen a standing Buddha, but I was drawn to it. More sunshine and more to explore. There was a beautiful blue bottle tree. What is the significance of a bottle tree? Well, there was more to learn. Knowledge is power. I'm going to share that with you. What is the significance of a bottle tree? Well, let me tell you. Because I want to share what I learned. Because not only was it pretty to look at, and I've seen bottle trees before, and I thought it was just a cool thing to stick on a branch. No, there's a significance to it. So the bottle tree, here goes my glasses. It was built, shiny things. And the origin of the bottle tree can be tracked back to Africa with the tragedy of the slave trade. The tradition found its way to the southern U.S. states, and it was believed that shiny objects placed around the home would attract evil spirits away from the home, and the evil spirits would be attracted away from the family. Evil spirits would be drawn into the bottles only to be trapped and destroyed by the rising sun. Blue bottles were coveted because they were believed to have powers of healing and protection. Many milk of magnesia bottles ended up on the bottle trees. Could you imagine that? Wow, probably a lot of indigestion happened there too. Hello, Suzanne. Oh, bye. Happy to see you here. So isn't that amazing? So, wow. Make your beautiful bottle tree. If you could see the pictures I took, it's so amazing. And the beautiful water fountain. As I walked through this beautiful, beautiful fairyland, then I came upon a teepee, a beautiful teepee that wasn't covered in cloth or hide. No, they had, I believe it was the pumpkin vines. So more greenery, so calming. And they had more Buddhas on benches in there, not covered, just 2 Buddhas. And even a smudge kit. So you could sit in there and smudge yourself and smudge the surroundings and sit in meditation. You could sit and meditate in this incredible teepee covered in pumpkin vines, all greenery. And then I stepped out of there and I continued around, which I thought was just the circumference of the teepee. And what I found was an angel spot. And yes, I sat with the angels. And there was a beautiful pink rose quartz stone, which I sat and held for a while, raised my vibrational energy. It was the most magical healing place. And you've got to go if you can, but discover what you'll find, not only in your surroundings, but your journey within. So amazingly. Hi, Denise. Wow, my neighbor. Hello. On this rainy day, we find the sunshine all around us. Our neighbors, our friends, our family. So take that journey. See what you'll discover all around you. Never mind what the ego is sending you out to do. I wanted closure, and I found it within my own heart because I listened to my intuition and the whispers of my heart, and I found healing and peace at a beautiful peace pole. I wonder where the others are. There are 300,000 on our beautiful Mother Earth. That's so profound. I didn't know about that. And something else, if you're not able to get out and about, did you know that our beautiful heart is the size of your fist? Any size, any heart. As you grow, so does your heart. And if you want to connect with your heart and reignite your passion, thump, 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 become aware of your vitality, of your source within. Thump on your chest, on your heart. Revitalize with 2 thumps, a rhythmic rhythm. Remind yourself of your vitality, that you're here on purpose. And that in itself is a meditative practice. You're here on purpose. Listen to the thumping, the sound of your own heart. We forget that that in itself is meditative. And if you can't get out and about to discover what is there for you, know that you're here. And take that time, 2 minutes even, just to sit and listen to the beating of your own heart. And as you thump to the rhythm of your heart, you will increase your own vitality. And you'll remember why you're here. It may not come to you in that 2 minutes, but something will come to you. I guarantee. A smile, a song, a memory, a vision, a breath. So I thank you for taking this time to sit with me and journey within. and take an opportunity to see where you're headed during this time, this great, great, great time to discover peace, harmony, your purpose, your journey within or without. But know that I care. I care about you and I care about your purpose, and that it's okay not to know, because there's a lot of time that I don't know either. But I'm always guided to find a solution. And I'm glad for everything that I discovered. And knowledge is power. So if you don't have an answer, ask a question and have patience for the answer, because it will come in the most mysterious ways. Let your frustration go. Take a moment to breathe and listen to your own heart. You've got it. I'm Suzanne Harmony from Harmony Helps, and I hope this helps. You are the sunshine.